Good morning. Good morning. It's your sister Shy Soul coming to you from the Valley of the Sun here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. I just had to come on here to share something that happened to me, to us, yesterday. So, my fiance and I are moving. We found a really nice place in a really nice area, about 15 minutes away from my work. He works from home, so we just got to make sure he has internet access. And if he has to go in, just, a straight shot with twists and turns for him to get there. So we saw this place, loved it. It had exactly what we were looking for. For me, I'm sick and tired of carpet. I lived in Chicago, so no. The apartment that I had before I left Chicago had carpeting. I hate carpet. The one before that was all hardwood floors. Loved it. So the apartment that they showed us, and they told us they were renovating all of these apartments, had laminate floors or vinyl floors. I could care less, just as long as it wasn't carpet. But it was carpet in the bedroom. That is fine. I just don't want carpeting all throughout the whole unit. And new stainless steel appliances and such, all of that. I'm like, okay. So she said, we're renovating all of this, and this is the way that they'll look, blah, blah, blah. Some of the rooms may have carpet in, some of them may have the vinyl floors, or whatever they're calling it. That's fine. I was like, okay. So we signed a lease. We paid as soon as we got the information. Everything was paid for. We're overlapping our leases, so I'm still paying for June where we're currently living, and he paid for June where we're moving to, so that could take time to move. So yesterday was supposed to be our moving day. We go get our keys, all of this sort of stuff. So we go to the apartment, and the door is wide open. And we walk in, and there's this guy working. And he's working, putting carpeting on the floor. And I'm like, no, this isn't supposed to be carpeted. And, of course, with him speaking a different language, there was a little language barrier and everything. And the flooring in the kitchen was torn up. The dishwasher was in a couple of pieces. The refrigerator was plugged in where the dining area is supposed to be, and the back of the refrigerator looked crappy. It just looked absolutely terrible. And so, of course, we're both upset because we weren't told that there was a delay in getting the work done. Even when we got the keys, the guy didn't tell us that, maybe because he didn't know, because he said he had just gotten back to the office, whatever. So, my fiance, he is on 10 in red. And, he told him, this was not acceptable, that we want to be compensated, and I don't have bracelets on. That they need to do something, right? So, because I told him, I said, I don't want that refrigerator. He was like, because the manager on site was like, he said, oh, well, we could just clean it up. I said, no. I said, I don't want the refrigerator. I said, do you see the damage to the back of this refrigerator? I was like, no. Cleaning it up is not going to help. I was like, I want a new refrigerator. And I said, if we come back here, then we're going to set up, I'm going to pull this refrigerator out to see if you gave us something new or if you bullshitting us. So we were like, you know what? Do whatever you got to do. My fiance was like, we'll deal with the carpet, whatever. That's not what I want. So we leave. He's fuming. I'm sad, and he prayed. And he was like, we just got to trust the process. It's going to be all right. It had a little bit of extra features that we were not expecting, which was the skylight. beautiful skylight in there, which means we're going to get a lot of natural light, which is going to cut down on our energy costs. Now, how it's going to work as far as when the sun goes down, because we're facing east and west, that might make a difference. But anyway, so we go, and he was like, you know what, we need to go. He's like, I need a drink. You want a drink? I was like, yes. So we go to this little Irish pub down the street. Now, mind you, all the other little bars is closed. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And he was like, he said, this place is open. I said, why is it that Irish pubs and black bars are open in the afternoon? Crazy. So we're sitting there, we're talking, having a drink and whatnot. I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I told him, they said that something with the hardwood floors would be open in 6 months. He was like, babe, I'm not going to want to move. And I understand why, because we'd have probably been settled in. He was like, we'll just make the most of it. I was just like, okay. And he was like, just trust me, trust God. I'm like, yeah, because I trust God. I don't trust man. Because we are flawed. We are flawed human beings and individuals. It's challenging. I'm not going to say it's difficult, but it's challenging. So while we're sitting there having our drink, he gets a phone call. And it is management. So he's sitting there talking to them, and they tell him that an apartment that somebody applied for fell through because they weren't approved, and it is what you guys want. He was like, I need you guys to come back and take a look and let me know. Okay. We were like, we'll be there 45 minutes because it's a little drive. So we go back. The place is a little bit further down from where we are. It's close to the pool. It's close to the other pool, so they have two. Most large complexes like these in Arizona usually have two pools because it's so big. It's resort-like. I'll just say it like that. And the fitness center, which is open 24 hours, is right by where we're gonna be. So we walk in, laminate floors, vinyl floors, whatever it is no carpeting except in the bedroom. I'm like, okay, already liking it. White shaker cabinets. Ever since like watching Ina Garten on the Food Network, that she is the I don't know what she's called on there, Barefoot Contessa. She has this Cape Cod home and everything. I've had this thing for white cabinets because I remember when I was working at Starcom Media Vest that one of the marketing directors had invited us to her home in Michiana on the beach, and she had a white kitchen. And I've just always had these things for white kitchens. Why, I don't know. White kitchens are, when it comes to the cabinets and grease and things like that, they're difficult to clean, but it's what I like. So, white shaker cabinets, stainless steel farmhouse sink with a gooseneck faucet, which the other ones had. It has stainless steel appliances, which is supposed to be a part of the rehab. Hello. And gray Subway backsplash. And at the sink, we have a view of the mountains. We've always wanted to live near the mountains. The one place we looked at, we never got a chance to see the units because down here, when you find something, you gotta jump on it like right away. That has to deal with rentals, that has to deal with housing, because the market is it's a buyer's market down here. And when you see it, you have to grab it when you do, because like we went to go to a friend's house in Buckeye, Arizona, and he was saying how he and his wife were having challenges because every time they found something and they put a bid in, someone bid higher, and the seller went with them. So, it's like when you see it, you got to get it. So basically, that's what it is. So the apartment that we wanted that was near the mountains, we could never get in. So the fact that we have this now is fine. I'm happy. The balcony is a little bigger. We got to figure out, because I want a grass rug to kind of remind me of home, because there's grass here, but of course living in an apartment, you don't have grass, and most of the grass is real. What I thought about Arizona was desert. Like when I go to the office every day, I always see, this is north. So on the north side of me, on the I-10, when I go to work going east, is desert. Now, mind you, they're doing a lot of new builds out here. So a lot of this stuff is going away, because it's crazy in my complex, because of how wildlife is being pushed out. Wildlife is coming into our business complex, right? So I've seen a bobcat. We have these cute little quails. Quails are really interesting little birds. I'm not a bird fan, but these things are so cute. They move so fast on their little feet. They do fly, but are you serious, lady? I mean, goddamn. These people, they rude. I just, drivers down here, they a bunch of bitches. I'm sorry. Yeah. But anyway, so it has a washer and dryer in the unit, which was important to us, because even though we live close to the laundry room, I hated schlepping baskets of laundry across the way. And walk-in closets, even though the master closet, and the reason why I'm sharing this, it has to do with what I did. Master closet, ensuite, in the bathroom. So walk-in closets in both of them. So in the apartment we first saw, I liked that walk-in closet for the simple fact that it had extra shelves. I got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of clothes. He's got a lot of hats. And I got hats and clothes and shoes and things like that. So I need extra shelves. He's not worried about that. I'm sorry. I don't know who that was trying to call me. But anyway. But in the new master closet, there's no extra shelves. It's in the second bedroom. I'm like, and I started complaining. And he was like, Marie, oh shit, I'm telling you who I am again. He's like, don't do that. Don't do that. We gonna get it. Take care. Don't do that. He's like, you getting everything. So bottom line is this. I asked God for someone to call me on my bullshit. And I appreciate when he does, because he calls me on my bullshit. He said, Marie, you just got everything you asked for. And the closets are not a big deal. We'll work it out. He was like, just don't do that. He said to me, when I told you that I prayed on this, God told me it was going to be all right. So he says, when I tell you this, just know that it's not coming from me, right? And, he broke it down, even though, we don't believe in gender roles. We do things, how we have to do it, those type of things. When it comes to household chores, handling things, this, and this. So he was like, he said, there's God, there's husband, there's wife. God, man, woman. And he says, if I'm hearing from on high and relaying it to you, then know that I'm not going to lead you wrong. And okay, yes, I'm still working on the trust thing, because I have been alone for so long, to the point where, it has been me taking care of things. But he stepped up when we found this place to take care of it, because one, I was finishing school, and he wanted to have all these things set in place, and he did. And so when we got home, he had to call, all the utilities and everything to say, okay, it's not this apartment number, it's going to be this. And so, he took care of it. I'm saying that to say that like I said, this is a journey to self. There's a lot of things that I still have to work on with me when it comes to trusting someone to handle affairs for my home. I'm not saying for my life, but for my home. Because I've been in charge for 12 years. I've been in charge of my home. And now to have to allow someone to do that, not just for me, but for us, because he's doing this for us. That's one thing I'll say. He wants this as much as I do. And I appreciate his effort. I love him, and I love the fact that he's doing this. Because he came in at a point in my life where I always thought it would have been someone else. And the fact that it's him, I have to let him do it. I don't know if this is making any sense or not, but I have to let him do it, because he wants to do it for us, for our family, and this is going to be challenging. Hopefully after we get all settled and everything, we can start planning a wedding, which I think is just going to probably be a courthouse wedding. We wanted to go to Vegas because neither one of us have ever been before, but we thought we'd have been married by now, and it's just not happened, not because we didn't want to, but because time has just not allowed it. So but yesterday was a challenge for me, because like I said, to let someone come in and take care of things, and to believe and to trust that he knows what he's doing is the other thing. Because, shoot, I know what I'm doing. But because this has been such a short period of time, I'm still learning to trust that he knows what he's doing, because he's been doing it for just as long, So there's that. And I'm excited about our new home. I'm going after work today to smudge the home, to cleanse it of any evil, or no, not evil, it could be, but negative energy, to allow positive energy, to allow God to come in and bless our home, and take some things over there. And Saturday we're moving. I don't know how much time we're gonna be in between these two homes, but we're really doing this. We are really doing this, and this is our home. It's not like he's moved into my place like he did and it became our home. This is something that we're doing together, and it's our home that we chose together. You know, that's a big thing for me. I don't know about for him, but for me, it's a big old thing. And I'm excited. Truly excited. So, my word to you is trust the process. When you ask God, pray on it. And I prayed. You know, I wasn't expecting what we got. But, you know, my pastor said yesterday, talking about, did he say it yesterday at Bible study or Sunday during service? Oh, no, it was yesterday. That, you know, when Moses came to the Red Sea, that he was telling the children of Israel to see God's mighty hand. And God was like, no, this is the time that you need to act on your faith. Is basically paraphrasing what my pastor said yesterday. And it's like, he said, you know, when you pray, and Fred Hammond said this too, you pray for it, but are you ready for it? Tabitha Brown said that too. I saw that too. It's like this word is going around. It's like, are y'all talking to each other? You know, you pray for it, but are you ready for what you prayed, what you've asked God for? And I always was praying for discernment, revelation, and confirmation. And I prayed to God for it. But was I ready? Thinking about yesterday, maybe I was not as ready as I thought I should be. But I'm getting there. Because the thing is, I'm in this now. I'm in this relationship. I'm going to be in this marriage. And this marriage is going to be until death do us part. You know, there will be no divorce. Because we're going to work it out. Bottom line. So, I prayed for it. God brought it to me. It wasn't what I expected. But I guess it's what I needed. Because see, what I expect and what I need, God knows what I need. And he brought it to me. He'll bring it to you too. I don't know, I ain't planning to get all spiritual and everything, but yeah. That was yesterday. So that's that. That's all I got today. This morning. Just trying to get to work because I know things are probably crazy. But anyway, this is your sister Shy Soul. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. That's okay. Leave a comment. If you want to see other videos from me, hit the subscribe button so that you know when I drop another video. Hit the bell so that you know right away when that video comes. I appreciate your time. Peace.